What was your biggest we need to leave now moment? It was supposed to be a fun weekend. I was 17, and my best friend Nate had just gotten his driver's license. His uncle owned a small cabin up in Big Bear. Nothing fancy, just a dusty A-frame buried in the woods. It hadn't been used in years, but his uncle said we could crash there for the weekend if we wanted. No cell signal, no Wi-Fi, and the closest neighbor was half a mile away. Sounded perfect. So Nate, me, and two other friends, Jordan and Lex, loaded up with snacks, sleeping bags, and horror movies, and drove up Friday afternoon. We got there around 5 p.m. The cabin was exactly what you'd expect. Creaky floors, cobwebs, a fireplace that didn't work, and a bunch of old furniture covered in white sheets. No electricity, just a few oil lamps and flashlights. We spent the first couple of hours cleaning up and joking about how it looked like a place people go to die in movies. Lex even said, "Bet this place is haunted. Hope y'all said your prayers." We laughed it off. Around 9 p.m., it started snowing, hard. The temperature dropped fast, and we were already bundled in every hoodie we brought. The plan was to roast marshmallows on the old gas stove and tell scary stories. But around 10, we heard footsteps upstairs. We all froze. There wasn't supposed to be an upstairs. The cabin looked like it had an attic, sure, but Nate swore it was sealed off. We looked at each other, trying to figure out if maybe we were just hearing the wind, or maybe a raccoon or something. But then came a thud. Clear, heavy, like a boot. We all went dead quiet. Another thud. Then something dragged across the floor. Jordan whispered, "There's someone up there." And I swear I've never felt my stomach sink so fast in my life. We grabbed flashlights and crept toward the narrow staircase. Nate was in front, his hand shaking as he pushed the attic door open. It creaked so loud it felt like it echoed across the mountains. The attic was pitch black. He shined his flashlight around. Dust, boxes, old blankets. Nothing looked out of place. Then the beam hit something in the corner, a sleeping bag, laid out. Next to it, food wrappers, an empty water jug, and a notebook. Jordan walked over and picked it up. His face went pale. The pages were filled with handwriting, names, dates, drawings of people sleeping. And on the last page, it said, "They're downstairs. I'll wait until they sleep." We didn't even speak. Nate dropped the flashlight and yelled, "We need to leave, now." We booked it out of the cabin so fast I left my backpack behind. The snow was already ankle deep, but we sprinted to the car. Nate fumbled with the keys, finally got the engine going, and we peeled out of the driveway, headlights cutting through the trees. No one said a word for a full 10 minutes. Just the sound of tires crunching snow and us all breathing like we'd just escaped something we couldn't explain. Later, Nate told his uncle what happened. He didn't believe us, said maybe we were messing around or trying to spook each other. But the next week, Nate got a call. His uncle went up to check the place out. The notebook was gone. The sleeping bag, gone. But in the dust on the attic window, someone had written 2 words. "Nice try." I haven't been back to the woods since, and I never will.